Hi everyone, this is Grace. How are you? You know, this is the book I highly recommend you to read. This is written by a professor of London University Business School. According to this book, they say we would be living all the way up to age 100 and we would be working until age 80 or so. So let's redesign your life. And today, I'd like to talk about what I wrote in my book. I published this book maybe 5, 6 years ago, or maybe 10 years ago. I don't quite remember. So you can go to Amazon.com and please search my name, Grace Ho, and you will see this title. And I'm so grateful when I published this book. It became #2 in the US Amazon. So thank you so much. It's always nice to remember your support and the love and the friendship. And today I'd like to talk about this mindset and the mental Feng Shui. You know, I am a Feng Shui expert, but I'm a little bit different Feng Shui expert. You know, many Feng Shui experts talk about space. They are more like interior designers. And indeed, there are many interior designers who study Feng Shui to differentiate themselves from other interior designers. And as I wrote in this book, there are mainly three schools of Feng Shui. And the one I practice is called Flying Star Feng Shui. And me coming back from the medical background, behavioral science, I believe Feng Shui in terms of mind shift. I believe it's important you shift your mind and you shift your emotional energy to materialize your dream. So I'd like to talk about shifting your energy or shifting your focus today. You really need to pay attention what you are thinking about or what you are focusing your emotion unconsciously. That's the key word. Pay close attention to your self-talk. Pay close attention to what you are thinking unconsciously, because those are the big energy that could direct your life and direct your destiny. For example, are you having problem with the clutters in your space? I do. In my garage, I have many empty boxes. Isn't it amazing? I have many empty boxes. You know why? Because when I was an undergraduate student and a graduate student, almost couple of years, every 2 years, I have to move. I have to move because my department was located in a certain place, or because of my clinical internship, I need to move close to the hospital where I was having internship, or I have to move to graduate school campus, or I moved to UCLA from USC, something like that. So almost every 2 years, I used to be packing and moving to a new apartment building. So somehow that became traumatic experience for me. So what I learned from the experience is every time I buy something, like those appliances, I tend to keep the original box, because when I was a student, it was easy to pack them in an original box and then move. But that was decades ago when I was a student. Today, I'm not a student anymore. And fortunately, I am making more money than I was as a student. So today, I can hire professional moving companies and I can pay them and have the professional pack. So I don't have to keep all the original boxes. I don't have to pack myself. But it's a very funny habit. I still do that, So you really have to realize what you are today In Zen Buddhism or Zen philosophy, we say focus here and now. Not the decades ago when I was a student, where when I couldn't afford for professional movers, I was my movers, right? But I have to pay attention to here and now, not the bad experience. And likewise, if you have a problem with the clutters, perhaps the reason is you might have one or two incidences where you wish, oh my God, I threw that away, like documents or receipts or something. I wish I kept it, right? So you remember that particular incident. That's why you really cannot get rid of all the papers, documents, or things, because you are afraid you might go through the same experience. But again, you have to be realistic. How many times did you really have that negative experience that you wish you kept that receipt or paperwork or document, right? I would say in my case, maybe only 2% of the time, I wish I kept the original box, or I wish I didn't throw away that paperwork. But 95% of the time, I'm glad I got rid of them, right? I don't have to go back to that paperwork. I don't have to go through the file. But again, it's a human nature. We tend to pay attention to that 2% of what happened. So please, kind of start counting how many incidences you really wish you kept whatever, and how many times you are so happy you got rid of your clutter. And then you realize, okay, are you paying attention? Are you still lingering that negative experience? Are you really shifting your energy, your memory to the positive today? See? So that's important. Please pay attention to here and now. Whatever you had, a negative experience, that's a history. It's gone. Now you only pay attention to here and now. Okay? So please pay attention to what you are focusing, what's your self-talk, and what's in your mind. That's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.